Do your joints feel stiff, achy, and not like they used to? Maybe your knees complain when you're on the stairs, or you wake up feeling like you've aged overnight. You've probably wondered, why do I suddenly feel like this? Is this how it's going to be forever now? Here's the truth, your body is changing, but you're not broken and you're not powerless either. I'm Kirsty, your qualified menopause fitness instructor, and in this video we're going to unpack what's really going on, why your hormones, muscles, bones, and even your connective tissue play a role, and more importantly, what you can do to feel better. We'll talk about how the right kind of movement helps and a few simple nutrition tips that can support your joints and what I've seen work for hundreds of women just like you. So let's start with what's going on with your body. During perimenopause and menopause, your levels of estrogen and progesterone drop. And these two hormones aren't just about your cycle, they've got big roles in keeping your joints healthy too. Estrogen, or estrogen, helps to keep inflammation in check, and it maintains the production of something called synovial fluid. This is this slippery, fluidy stuff inside your joints that acts a little bit like the oil in an engine. Without enough of it, your joints can feel stiffer, creakier, and less cushioned. Progesterone is a bit of a calming hormone. It helps to relax your muscles and supports tissue repair. As it drops, some women notice they feel a little tighter or more prone to those kind of overuse niggles and injuries. So between these two, it's no wonder your joints are saying, hey, I need a little bit more support over here. So here's where it gets a little bit more interesting. Your joints don't work alone. They are a part of a whole system. You've got the bones that give yourself structure, you've got the muscles that add strength and stability, and you've got fascia, which is like a web of connective tissue that holds it all together. As we lose muscle mass in midlife, a process called sarcopenia, the muscles surrounding your joints don't provide as much support as they used to. So this means the joints can take on a little bit more strain with every step, squat, or even when you're just getting out of bed in the morning. And your bones, well, they're losing density as estrogen drops, which makes them slightly less resilient to impact. This is why joint health isn't just about stretching more. It's about strengthening your whole support system, muscles, bones, and fascia. When they work together, your joints feel more protected and less sore. So, what can you do? First off, don't stop moving. I know it's tempting when you're feeling stiff and sore, but here is why movement is actually medicine. Firstly, it warms up that synovial fluid, making it feel more like oil and less like cold honey. Second, it strengthens those muscles to take the pressure off your joints. Third, it keeps that fascia pliable, so your body moves more smoothly. And number 4, it reduces inflammation. Yes, movement is actually anti-inflammatory. The key to choose joint-friendly exercises are exercises like low-impact strength work, resistance bands, mobility flows, walking or cycling, and avoiding high-impact pounding if your joints aren't ready. You can check out my video on building bone density without jumping, and I've linked that below. And it's not just about movement, because nutrition matters too. There are some foods that you can add to your diet which will help to reduce that inflammation and support your joints. So you can try adding things like leafy greens and colourful veg for antioxidants, oily fish in things like salmon or mackerel for high omega-3, and nuts and seeds which have got healthy fats which are really going to help you out. Beans and lentils or plant-based proteins and fibre is really super important. And then don't forget things like bone broth or collagen-rich foods for connective tissue support. I've actually linked the collagen powder that I use every single day down into the description of this video, so feel free to check that out too. Calcium and vitamin D are also crucial for your bones, which work hard within your joints. And don't forget that simplest but most often overlooked support for your joints, water. Hydration helps to keep that fascia and connective tissue supple, and it keeps that synovial fluid doing its job. In menopause, falling estrogen can really mean that your body holds on to less water, so sipping regularly through your day is really going to make a big difference. Try adding something like a squeeze of lemon or having some herbal teas or infusions if plain water feels a little bit boring, because your joints will thank you. If you're curious about supplements like collagen, glucosamine or creatine, stick around and don't forget to subscribe, because that's actually what I'm going to be covering in the next video. So here's what I want you to take away from this video today. Your body is not falling apart, it's just changing. Yes, your joints might need a little bit more care than they used to, but they are not a lost cause. You don't need to have a complete overhaul on your life, you just need to start small. Move a little more, strengthen more often, and choose foods that love your joints back, because it all adds up. If your joints are achy and you're not quite sure where to start, then my whole channel is dedicated to healthy aging. There are literally hundreds of workouts designed specifically for midlife women and beyond. You'll strengthen muscles, support bones, and get moving without making your joints grumble. Check out my channel below and take your first step towards feeling more mobile, stronger, and confident in your body again. And be sure to subscribe because you don't want to miss the next video. We'll be talking about the supplements I personally use, including collagen, creatine, and a few herbs that are supporting me through my menopause journey.